Good afternoon, friends. Yesterday there was a great debate on Monica Arora's book on Delhi riots, which was published by Bloomsbury publication, and immediately after publication it was withdrawn, and there was a huge hue and cry, and everybody was bouncing on against the book's publication cancellation of the book or withdrawing the book. My dear friend, today I'm going to talk on banning books, burning books for whatever reasons, maybe. When books are banned, withdrawn, or burned in public, for one or the other excuses, I feel, for doing like excuses are like they are politically unacceptable to the government. They offend the religious sentiments of some countrymen, or they are pornographic even. They oppose the proscription of the destruction of books on many grounds whatsoever, and regard these practice as medieval, barbarous, unworthy of any society which calls itself uncivilized. The only proviso, I admit, that the state or one's parents have the admittance that the state or has no right to prevent, or the parents to prevent boys and girls below a certain age from being exposed to explicit portrayal of sex in writing or any other illustrations. That till the time it's okay. My friend, in the Middle Ages, the Roman Catholic Church not only banned books which were against its cherished beliefs, even though they were irrational, it also burned them along with the authors. And in more, I will take your mind to the more recent times in India. It is happening periodically for some reason or the other. I remember this incident. You see, the books which were burned in Nazi Germany, read historical books. They banned books critical to their fascist ideology and forced many authors to flee the country. In present day, communist China, books disapproving of the regimes are destroyed in their and their authors put behind the bars. Somewhat worse is the fate of authors living in countries where religion fanatics hold away as they do it. Many Islamic countries, a nation like Iran, Saudi Arabia, Sudan, Afghanistan, Pakistan and Bangladesh, not only do they ban books, but issued fatwas also condemning their authors to the death. There are far too many cases. In my country, in India, self-appointed censors of Sikh orthodoxy have not lagged behind even, dictating them tankhayas to be ostracized from Sikh society, making them recount and undergo punishment. My dear friend, remember, books are not banned or burned in America or in Canada, in England or any other European country. They're neither banned in Australia or New Zealand. All these countries are democracies. and they regard the intolerance of views unpalatable to themselves as being undemocratic. Sordid leaders and freedom movements of leaders of the freedom movement of our country, notably Mahatma Gandhi, Bapu, and Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. By banning or burning books, we do great disservice, my friends, to their memory and to the country. If members of our parliament who indulge in this form of vandalism, I remember when they burned Arun Shauri's book on Ambedkar, had thought of the harm they were doing to the country's image. I'm sure they would have desisted from doing so. Unfortunately, the banning of books, burning of books, it only tarnishes the image of the country. When the British ruled this country, they banned the books which were critical of their Raj, mainly those suspect of preaching, especially Marxism, among those who fell, unfortunately, into their foolish net was Gurudev Tagore's red Olin dress wig, because it has the word red. Without real, it's got nothing to do with communism. After independence, our government took to banning books suspect of blasphemy. They included Agards, banners, the others robe, Obrecht's memoirs, Rama's Return, so many books. And the most famous or infamous was the Salman Rushdie's The Satanic Verses. My friend, remember, Pandit Nehru was right when he wrote that the human nature is normally perverse. One has to forbid a thing or taboo to make it attractive. Pandit Nehru was strongly against the state censorship. It is a dangerous power in the hands of the government. The right to determine what shall be read and what shall not be read. My dear countrymen and my dear friends, I have a single appeal and a request and suggestion to read books. Criticize them as harshly as you like, but raise your voices against the banning of books, burnings of books, withdrawings of the books by the government, by the law courts, or even by the intolerant group of people. Thank you very much.